when to train to failure and when to avoid it. Hey, Power Builders, it's Coach Gary. Training to failure, pushing a set until you can't complete another rep, can be a powerful tool for building muscle and testing your limits. But it's not necessary for every exercise. Knowing when to use failure and when to avoid it can make or break your training. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on training. So what are some of the best exercises to take to failure? Number one, isolation movements. Now, exercises like bicep curls, tricep press down, lateral raises, and leg extensions are great to training to failure. Why? These movements target specific muscles with less risk of form breakdown or injury because they don't involve heavy joint or spinal loading. Number two, cable machines. Now, machines-based exercises like hack squats, chest presses, or lat pull-downs allow for a safer failure because the machine controls part of the motion. You can push without worrying about balance and stability. Number three, bodyweight exercises. Now, exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, and dips are often excellent for training to failure, especially when you don't have access to heavy weights. These build endurance, strength, without the added risk of dropping a barbell. Now, exercises to avoid taking to failure. Number one, heavy compound lifts. Movements like squats, bench, and deadlift. Overhead presses involve multiple muscle groups and place significant stress on your spine and joints. Pushing to failure here can compromise your form, increasing the risk of injury. Number two, Olympic lifts. This is totally out of the question. Complex explosive lifts like cleans, snatches should prioritize form and precision over volume and failure. These moves require focus and perfect execution, which breaks down when you're fatigued. Number three, unsupported free weight lifts. Now, exercises like barbell rows or standing overhead presses rely heavily on stability and core engagement. Going to failure can lead to poor form, putting your back and shoulders at risk. So, how to use failure wisely? Number one, save it for the last set. If you want to push your failure on the last set, do it on the final set of a safe exercise like curls, push-ups, or machine presses, not during a heavy or every set, I should say. Number two, know when to stop. True failure doesn't mean breaking form or risking injury. When your reps start to lose quality, it's time to call it. Number three, focus on recovery. Training to failure takes a toll on your nervous system as well as your muscles. Use it sparingly to avoid overtraining and burnout. The bottom line, training to failure is a great way to push your limits and stimulate growth, but it's not for every lift. Stick to isolation exercises, machines, and bodyweight movements for failure, and avoid pushing compound or complex lifts to their breaking point. If you want a customized plan to help you train smarter, I offer in-person and online coaching to help you reach your goals safely and effectively. Remember to visit powerbuilding.com to get started.